Hi, welcome to Vegan A Go Go. This is a vegan cooking show. My name is Jess, and today we're making some chocolate pudding cake. And if you've never seen these cakes before, it looks like it shouldn't work, but it does, and they are so good. And this cake is actually very, very rich, and we enjoy making it quite a bit. So I'm actually going to sift together a lot of my dry ingredients here. And I got some cocoa and some sugar. I also have some baking powder and some salt. And you can actually do this right into the pan, but I'm just going to do it in this bowl here just to get us started and get the cocoa going. This is why I like to sift the cocoa too, because sometimes it'll get clumpy. So you just want to get that through there. Alrighty, I think that's it. Okay, I'm actually just going to mix this up real quick in my bowl, and then we're going to put it in our pan, and we're going to add the liquid ingredients to the dry ingredients in the pan. I just want to blend this up pretty good and put it in there. Okay, looks good. Just gonna throw that in the pan. You don't have to grease the pan or anything. And this is going to be a pretty messy recipe, but it's really good. Okay, so once it's in the pan, add some oil to it, and we're going to add some soy milk. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together. And this is going to be very, very thick. It's going to be like a paste almost. Just want to mix it really well. So you can see how thick this is, and it's not that hard to mix up, but you just want to make sure you get it nicely combined. And this is going to be the cake part, and once we get this all mixed up, we'll start working on the pudding part of the cake. And I think pretty much everybody will enjoy this cake, but I think kids especially, because I think fond memories of pudding when I was a kid. So we'll just mix this up nicely, and I like to sort of spread it out on the bottom here. Try and get any of the dry ingredients out of the corners. Okay, that looks good to me. So again, I'm just going to spread this out nice and even. Okay, so that looks good. Make a mess here real quick. Yay! You want to save every little last bit of this cake. All right. Okay, so now comes the pudding part. So what we're going to do, we are going to sprinkle our cake with some more cocoa powder. And again, so this is a very rich recipe. Okay. And then we're going to also sprinkle it with some brown sugar. I just want to put it right on top. Okay. And it doesn't have to be even, just make sure that you have it kind of spread out there. It looks good. Okay, so now we've got our cocoa and our brown sugar on there. What I'm going to do is measure my vanilla into 1 1/4 cups of hot water. And if you can get hot enough water in your tap, I would go ahead and do that. What you can also do is measure it out and then throw it in the microwave and heat it up a little bit. And so we're just going to pour this right on top. Okay. And you don't do anything with it, you just put it right into the oven. Okay, so we're just going to let that bake, and it'll come out nice and cakey on top and pudding on the bottom. Okay, so there's our chocolate pudding cake, and we had it in for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to cut out a little piece, and hopefully we'll get to see some of the pudding on the bottom. Should be very, very dense. It's a little hot now, so I'm not going to try and eat it. But underneath the cake is this luscious, dark pudding that's there. So very delicious, very rich, very yummy recipe. And so I hope you give it a shot. And yep, very tasty. So thanks for joining us at Vegan A Go Go. If you'd like to check out the recipe, you can do that at veganagogo.com. And if you'd like to email us, you can do that at fans@veganagogo.com. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.